When you deal with your banker, sell yourself. Whether or not you need a bank loan, make it a practical effort to visit your banker at least once a year. Openly discuss your plans and difficulties. If the bank's business is in concert with your organization, you will build confidence within the banker. If you need financial assistance, carefully prepare in written form complete information that will present a thorough understanding of your entire proposition. Many business people or prospective business operators destroy their chances of obtaining financial help by failing to present their proposition properly. Remember, before a banker will make a loan, he or she must have satisfactory answers to the questions like this. What sort of person are you? What will you do with the money that they provide? When and how do you plan to pay it back? Does the amount requested allow for unexpected developments? And what is the outlook for you, for your line of business, and for the business market in general? This may lead you to share ownership with others. Now that you have decided what business to start and how much capital will be required, you may find it necessary to join with one or more associates to launch the enterprise. So you may consider partnership. If you lack a certain technical or management skills which are of major importance to your chosen business, a partner with these skills may prove to be most satisfactory. If you are very skilled in your special area but lack management and training skills, you might look for a partner with a background in management. If you may need more startup money, sharing the ownership of the business is one way to obtain it. Great care should be taken in deciding upon the partner. Personally, I would look for character and integrity, as well as the ability to render technical or financial assistance. Affect the success of a partnership. A partnership can be a mixed blessing. A partner who puts in time or money has the right to expect a share in running the business. In a partnership, the liability for the debts of the firm is unlimited, just as it is in a single proprietorship. This means the owners are personally responsible for the firm's debts, even in excessive amounts if they've invested in the business. In a corporation, the liability of the owner is limited to the amount that they pay for their shares of stock. A partnership, like a single proprietorship, lacks continuity. This means the business terminates upon the disappearance or death of an owner, partner, or upon the withdrawal of a partner. For these reasons, you may consider the corporate structure. The corporation is a legal entity whose continuity is unaffected by death or transfer of stock or shares by any or all of its owners. Even with no partners, you may decide a corporation with minor stockholders is better than a single proprietorship, primarily because of the corporation's limited liability. Since partnership agreements and incorporation papers should be prepared by an attorney, consultation with a lawyer will help you determine the best type of organization for you. So now we're set up. Let's select a location. Once you've decided what type of business you want to start and the investment requirements, you're ready to select a location. The number of competitive businesses already in the area should influence your choice of location. Some areas are overloaded with service stations or certain types of restaurants. Next, check on the number of your kinds of businesses in the census figures, the yellow pages, or by personally checking out the location. Factors other than the potential market, availability of employees, and number of competitive business must be considered in selecting a location. For instance, how adequate are the utilities, sewer, water, power, and gas? What are your parking facilities like? Do you have police and fire protection? What about housing and environmental factors such as schools, cultural, and community activities for employees? What is the average cost of the location in taxes and rent? Check on your zoning regulations. Make sure that you can locate in this area. Evaluate the enterprises of the local business people, the aggressiveness of civic organizations, and in short, what is the town spirit? Such factors should give you a clue to the city's town's future. Chambers of commerce and nearby universities usually have made and are familiar with local surveys which can provide answers to these questions and the many other questions which will occur to you. Next, you must decide in what part of the town to locate. If the town is very small and you're establishing a retail or service business, there will probably be little choice. Only one shopping area exists. Cities have outlying shopping centers in addition to the central shopping area, and stores spring up along the principal thoroughfares and neighborhood streets. Here are a few tips for starting a business. The first tip is stay current in your industry. Join an industry association related to your product or service offering. Subscribe to the magazines that cover your business. They are tax deductible. Look at joining an organization like the National Association of the Self-Employed. They have great sources of advice and information as well as great discounts on insurance, rental cars, and other business expenses. Read and consistently be researching topics about your business. It's very easy on the internet. The second tip is make sure you have a financial plan. Also, a budget and measurement process that you keep track of monthly. If you don't know where you stand financially and have no short-term and long-term financial goals, then you're just letting fate dictate your success. And we know those odds aren't too good. Control your own destiny. The third tip is cash forecasting. It sounds boring and difficult, but it's not. Keep it simple. Look at your next 3 months' projected income or revenue, then just lay it next to your expenditures, and the difference is your cash flow. You must do this to avoid surprises. Most businesses hit the brick wall because they fail to understand their cash flow. The fourth thing you want to look at is get an advisory board or a mentor. Sounds crazy for a small operation, but it's not. Good business people, people that you respect, people that you look up to, and people that look up to you. Legal and accounting professionals need to surround you in your business endeavor. The fifth tip is to maintain a balance between work, play, and family. This is critical for long-term success. We all put in crazy hours on a short-term basis to get a hot project done or the product out the door. But if you do this on a long-term, regular basis, it's a dangerous sign that you are losing perspective. You need to be able to step away on a regular basis and get your batteries recharged. And also have time for family, because if they suffer, it's almost a sure bet that your business will suffer too. Tip number 6 is to network. It's easy to get isolated in a home business or your own small business operation. Force yourself to get out and meet with others and provide an opportunity to benefit yourself. Create support for yourself by having community-wide meetings in your place of business. Don't think that you can do it all by yourself. By talking to others in business, you will find out great ideas and it will motivate you. Tip number 7, stay motivated. One of the hardest aspects of a small business or home-based business is creating discipline or motivation to work each day. It's so easy to get distracted and put off the essential tasks that need to get done. Keep your workplace hours separate from the rest of your life. Make sure that you take the opportunity to set goals for the week and accomplish those goals by going to work daily. We all struggle with this, and it's one of the key elements of success when starting a business. Tip number 8, don't rest on your laurels. Be prepared to always change. Force yourself to change. Look for things to do more efficiently within the operation and look for ways to improve your product or offering. Consistently evaluate your competition and make sure that you benchmark yourself against them. ultimately, the final thing that we like to talk about is do something that you love. If you're in a business that you hate, then it's a good bet you won't be successful. Find where your true talents and skills are and get in a business that exploits them. The saying, if you do what you love, then the money will follow, is so true, especially for people